Okay, that started. Okay, yeah, good morning, everyone. Please confirm you can see my face now. Is my face showing now? Okay, yeah, my face is up. Thank you so much for joining. We expected a lot more people, about 30 to 40 people to join this call. And I don't know, but they might still join us, and if not, we have our recordings, and yeah, we just know what to do next. So I'm going to share my screen now. Please confirm when you can see my screen. Okay. Okay. Please confirm you can see my screen. Sharing my screen now. Please just confirm in the comment section you can see my screen. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. My name is Michael Adie, and it's great having us join this session today. Thank you so much for taking out time to join this session. And trust me, you will be glad you joined this session because you are going to learn a lot. The world has really changed, and it is very important that as business owners, as individuals, we also position ourselves well so that we can stay ahead of technology. We've heard of people in business that are no longer in business today, and the world and the changes that have happened over the years have outsmarted them. So I'm sure no one wants to experience the same, and that is why we organize this session to help people. That's our own way of giving back, to help people, stay ahead of their competition, businesses stay ahead of their competition, and make optimal use of opportunities of the growing technology of AI. With me in this session is Dr. Damola Faleti. Is when it's about time to start his own session, he would give you a brief about himself. He's a great man, and he's the lead AI developer at Quant Optimus, and this session would not have happened if not for that collaboration that happened. So he's based in China, and he's also a doctor, of course, as apparently as you can see. So he's going to be doing a walkthrough of everything you need to know about how to build an agentic AI, an AI agent for your business, where you are just a button away from making very, very important decision. So before that happens, I'm just going to run us through the order of this session, how this session is going to pan out. All right. Of course, like I said, okay, maybe I should also introduce myself, right? My name is Michael. I am the principal consultant at Eagles Consulting. Eagles Consulting is a tech consulting firm, or better put, is a data solution company helping businesses make informed decisions with data. And then, of course, we have a training arm where we also train people in data analytics and AI, data engineering, and data science. So this part is for SMEs and maybe business and professionals that want to understand how to explore the world of agentic AI. So that's just bit about me. Then in the next slide, you are going to see what are the benefits of this so-called. Everyone has been hearing agentic AI. It's everywhere. Hey, agents. And in this part of the world, anytime there is any new technology, we just start shouting. When a lot of people don't even know the benefits, they don't really know what it is worth. But the moment they hear that name, hey, agentic AI, 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 everybody just wants to say, okay, use AI, use AI. But there are dimensions, there are strategies to using this and using this effectively. And again, some people are just saying it's a boost, it's just going to die down with time. But the truth of the matter is this has come to stay. And just like the word of typewriter, I was sharing on LinkedIn some times ago, I talked about the fact that I know of the boss. When I finished secondary school, it was a norm then. After secondary school, then you go to, before you get admission, then you go to a computer center, right? I hope I'm still audible, right? Then you go to a computer center, and in that computer center, they will start teaching you. Who remembers Mavis Beacon? They will say, yeah, start with Mavis Beacon so that you can be very good with typing. Then they will show you Excel. Then you start learning the Corel Draws with your typewriter. Now, and I said, I think a year ago, I was passing through that same area. By the way, I'm from Osun State, Ilesha to be precise. And then I was passing through that area and I saw that shop, the same woman, the same shop, the same business, but the tide has changed because as at then we have sessions. The whole place is always full. Students are students are just enormous. But now I can see that place looking deserted. What has happened? I wouldn't blame her. She's an old woman, not really old, maybe in her 50s, right? And at that age, it's very quite difficult to adapt to change. And the change has happened now. We have moved out of typewriter and all that. We have moved from that era, and now we are in the era of computer and all that. So she did not transition. And what happened? The world gradually left. All right? The world gradually left. So now she has also learned that, and then with advice from people and all that, she has also now transitioned, and gradually she is picking up. Do you get that now? So that is why the same thing that is happening now with AI in the next 5, 6, 10 years, it will happen to people. Someone that thought is a banker or is a doctor or is an engineer, if you do not make use of these technologies, I do not want to be a bearer of bad news, but the truth of the matter is, what happened to those generation might likely happen to that person. So, and that is why, since we are more focused on SMEs, let's look at how we can help these people position better for the future to come. And shortly, I'm going to run, like I said in the order of session, we have the benefit now, right? And then we have the live session case walkthrough, and that is going to be handled by the doctor. And then we walk you to take questions, and you also see how everything plays out. All right. Now to the main benefits. The English people will say, if the benefit of a thing is not known, abuse is what? Inevitable. All right. So why are we here? Why are we here? And being a business owner, I know, and every business owner should know this, I know that a business is particular about two things. If it is not addressing these two things, no business is interested. First thing is this going to bring me profit? That is what a business owner will first of all talk about. And if you are not talking from the profit perspective, The second thing a business owner is concerned about, the major two concerns of any business is, second thing is this going to reduce my cost? So, and that is why we've also positioned and, you know, set up this particular application to solve these two issues: drive profitability, reduce cost. And like I said, the first benefit you get is answers with evidence. Now, one unique thing about this product we are going to be showing you very shortly is the fact that we've seen a lot of product around. I was sharing with doctor this morning that a friend of mine built a solution for a founder just 2 weeks ago for 5 million naira thereabout, just within 4 days. But should I shock you? What we are about to show you is more elaborate, has more answers, has more insight than that solution, because this person is my friend. Build that solution for 5 million naira, and all that solution could do is just to answer the question for that business. Now, one unique selling point of this particular product we are showing you is that aside from asking questions, that is basic, you can get real-time insight. Imagine, so let me play it out for you. Answering question is, oh, you've loaded your system with a particular set of data, let's say with your inventory, and you can just ask questions like, okay, based on the data you've loaded, okay, what inventory is left in my stock? That is just answering question. But going further and then showing you the benefits, even insights. What do you think I should do to this particular product to hit 10x of my revenue? You know, those kind of things. That is one of the benefits. I don't want to take too much of our time so that doctor can come in. Proactive stock control. You can identify shortage risk early enough. You don't need to get to know that your stock is about to finish when it remains 5. Even when it's at 30, you are getting that, what's it called now? Stock alert that, oh, this is about to go down. You need to restock. Imagine that. That's interesting. So you are planning ahead. Margin aware procurement. You are also looking at, oh, this solution is also telling you this is, at this time, this is the supplier you should be dealing with. Because with this supplier, you get more margin, you get more profitability. Isn't that amazing? You are not guessing. You are not just fixated on one supplier, because you might not know. This model would talk about the cost of going there, the material, the quality, and all that, and just suggest the best supplier for you, suggest the best price for you, just with a click of a button. I want to believe you agree that, if you agree that this is amazing already, even without, please, can you do a thumbs up if you agree that this already is something you are looking out for? Let me see with a thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Just do a thumbs up for me. Okay, thank you. All right. So now, and then of course, cash flow visibility. You have visibility to your cash flow. You know what, when your when your stock is about to be done. You identify overdue customer balances, respond faster, and a lot of those amazing stuffs. Right. Now I'm going to hand over to our doctor to take us from here and walk us through, and you see for yourself how amazing this product is. Thank you, doctor. You can now take over the screen. I'm going to stop sharing now.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to have you all here, and I hope you've been enjoying the presentation. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
So, can you all hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So Faleti Damola is my name. I'm lead AI developer at Fan Optimus. I have over 10 years experience in research and in building apps for research and for making business decisions. So today I'm going to walk you through an app we built that can help SME business owners to make good informed decision in a easy and very viable manner. Michael has done a very good job to introduce you to what I'm about to talk about, but it's still important to highlight a couple of things. Like you mentioned, some weeks ago, someone built an app that can make decision using the data provided. But with the help of the models that we have today, you can go further than that. So a good system access the data you provide to it. Basically, if you provide a CSV file, it crunches the data and then say compares value of A to B. Say if you buy say hammer for 10 naira and you sell for 12 naira, have you made a profit or not? So that is just basic comparison using fixed calculation. It's clear cut. But when you have more data points to make a good decision, you need reasoning. So that's where what we've built or the solution we have helps businesses to make informed decisions. As you can imagine, in today's world, there are a lot of factors that play that comes into play when you want to make a good decision. A good example is, okay, as a student in school, you're thinking, should I take a particular course? But you know, someone told you the lecturer is so tough. And then down the line, someone also informed you that they don't write tests for that particular course. So most decisions that we make in real life requires us to weigh several options. So this tool that we've built allows you to integrate multiple data points to make good and informed decisions. Then beyond this, the AI does not take over from the human. So the AI system, the system we've built, only give recommendation. So this is critical. So the AI does not go ahead and start doing things without the approval of an human controller. So the AI only makes suggestions, recommendation, and you still have a coordinator that eventually implements the plan, who makes the decision. Beyond this, as you all imagine, in a small company, you would have a some form of hierarchy, right? You have a manager. Also, you have junior staff. So this system also allows everyone to play a part. So things that involve imputing data, someone who works in the warehouse is closer to the warehouse. The person knows what was sold today, how much inventory we have left. Such people have access to the platform and they can directly impute data about what we have left in stock. But there is hierarchy, like you mentioned earlier. There are certain things they can do. There are certain things the manager only can do. So the platform also enables this. So I want to show you a quick question. So like I mentioned earlier, business decisions are often not simple. It requires multiple factors to be put into consideration. So I'll show you a simple question and then see how fast it will take us to answer. Okay, so on this page, can you all see this slide? Can we all see this slide? So if we can see the slides, maybe do thumbs up. Great. So on this slide, we have 2 data points per panel. So for this panel, CEM means cement. So we have 210 bags, 210 bags left in the warehouse. And based on recent trend, we sell about 35 per day. So how long will it take for us to exhaust what we have left in the store? So based on this simple calculation, about 6 days left of stock. That means we need to order for new ones. As a good business owner, we don't want our customers to come over and then ask for a particular thing, and then we tell them we don't have. So we want to be reliable. We want to ensure that we have something in stock for our customer, good quality at all time. So based on the information we have in our system, we have two suppliers. One sells cement for 9,300, which is build source. So build source sells cement at 9,300. So we can get it from build source for 9,300. But it takes them 5 days to send it down. So if you order today, we'll only get it in 5 days' time. Well, another option called Metro Steel. So Metro Steel is another supplier we've worked with in the time past. Well, they sell the same product for 9,400. If you ever run a business or you know someone who runs business, you know this is a common scenario. Two people can supply the same thing, but it might take them different time, perhaps because they're in different location or just because of the way they do business. But in this case, we have two options: one, build source, and then another one, Metro Steel. So based on the number of days left, which one do you think with the information I've provided, which one do you think we should offer? We should order from? If let's try. We can write our answer out if you want to, and you see how long it takes you to do that. And then so you can answer which one is cheaper, which is faster.
Let's drop our answers on in the comment section. Like
Okay, so whatever our answer is, we'll see that the agent can do this calculation, a lot of this calculation within seconds. So this is just one case. This is also similar to the last one. In this case, this is an iron bar, 12 millimeter. We have 30 units left. And based on recent trend, we sell about 9 per day. So we have about 3.3 days to cover. Who should we order from? So I will show you how the agents, the tool we've built, handles this. Beyond this kind of risk analysis, the platform can handle much more than that. So earlier in the presentation, I mentioned that the platform grants access based on the authorization level. So for this demo, would assume the manager is the one using the app. So I'm going to log in as a manager. So when we build this for you, we'll customize it for your business. Your business profile, colors are all going to be used to customize this app, and also we'll be able to create login details for your employees. So in this case, we would assume the manager is the one using this app, and also the UI UX will also be improved. But for this demonstration, I'm going to show you. So we have 3 sections. Here we have the operates, basically an opportunity for you to work with the platform. Here, these are tasks scheduled for certain staffs in the business. And then data is a section where you import data. Basically, most staff should be able to do this, including people that work in the warehouse, people who are into sales, who know how much we have left in the warehouse, how much inventory you actually have left. So here you can import data in form of CSV file and also import data as PDF or even receipt. The system can scan and then import the data for verification. Okay, so here is a dashboard, something every business owner wants. At any point in time, you want to know what is the most urgent thing you need to do, you need to act on as a business owner. Is it paying the supplier? Is it addressing issues with your customers? Is it that you need to restock something right away? Basically, a business owner wants to know what's the most urgent thing that I need to do, that I have to do. So the system provides this information. So you can imagine, say, on a Monday morning after the weekend, you have a lot of tasks lined up for you to approve. So, like I mentioned earlier, lower junior staffs can't do certain things. So, let's say they've stacked up certain things for you to approve. So here you have decisions that need your approval. So this is very important. So the platform handles this. So in the case where certain things are about to run, or we're about to run out of certain items, the system also tells you. Imagine if you have a long-time relationship with certain customers and you provide things ahead of time and allow them to pay later. So you know what amount of money people owe the business. If there's a new price alert, say a new supplier informed you that they are selling something at discount, you know. So basically, information a business owner needs would be easily shown here. So you don't need to ask, you don't need to search, it's all at your fingertip. So beyond this overview, you can also ask intelligent questions from the agent. I would also give us opportunity to ask some questions about even silly questions you can ask. So let's say you come in on a Sunday evening, your staffs are not at work, and then you want information. So say, for example, what item will run out of stock this week? So just try this out. Okay, so earlier on, Michael mentioned something that someone built a product that can access the information you provide to the system, but it tells you what you have in the data set. It doesn't give you an informed interpretation. So let's look at the answer from the agent. So one product at risk of running out before replacement can safely arrive as of today, which is the reinforcement bar, and goes into details what days is left to cover and method to handle the issue, and then gives you recommended action. So how can you build an agent that does this? A lot of work has been, a lot of work has gone into this. The agent has access to the business files and also has a reasoning unit to make informed decision. So it's not just crunching numbers and saying comparing A to B and then saying B is greater than A, but it goes beyond that and incorporates other business data to give you suggestions. So let's try another question, something maybe not related to. Okay, so let's ask something as simple as who owes us money. So to answer such a question, how long do you think? So let's ask. Let me ask you this question. Just let's see what you all have, answers you all have. If you come into your office on a Sunday afternoon and then you want to know who owes us the most money, how long do you think it will take you to get the answer? Let's say you have a big business. So with these agents, you can get the answer almost immediately. So that's the powerful thing about using agents. You provide the data, but when certain things, decisions require more data points. It can search for data points in your database and give you the right suggestion. So it's not looking for the shortest path to your answer, but it does a good job to think about every possible scenario and then gives you an informed recommendation. So in this case, it recommends can confirm recent back credit before sending a collection reminder. So if you ask the agent such a question, who owes us the most money? It gives you an answer that the top debtor is landmark project. But it tells you that before you send a reminder, ensure that there are no recent bank credits that has not been added to the database so that you don't ask for money people have paid. So you look at these nuances, right? So this is very important. So also review dispute and payment promises before escalating an overdue account. Just because the system shows you someone owes you money does not mean they are not fulfilling an agreement. They might have informed you that they will pay after 60 days and you both agreed. And it's not up to 30 days. So it tells you to review any payment promises before escalating an overdue account. So these are the nuances that you get when you develop such a system. Basically, the system helps you to handle business risk. You can ask other questions. Okay. So like I mentioned, this is a building material company. We sell building materials to people who need them. So we don't sell credit card, right? Do you guys have questions? Maybe someone should just ask any random question. So, but I can ask if we sell, um, if we sell, okay, do we charge card? So I'm asking, do you have a charge card in store? So like I mentioned earlier, the business focuses on selling building materials. So ideally, we don't sell credit recharge card, even though it's widely sold in Nigeria. Okay, so I said this operation question is not supported by the business data we have. So in our data set, we don't have recharge card. We don't sell recharge card. So the agent is not making up answers. He's not trying hard to just answer or to please you. The answers it gives are based on the business data set, the business files, and then using that data, it gives you informed decision. Using its intelligence, it gives you suggestions. So if you can pick up one random question from the audience to get their feedback as well to see how it works, and then after that we'll go to we'll run an inventory agent to see how it actually works.
Okay, can we just drop any questions in the comments? I want this to be interactive. Can we just drop questions in the comments? Just around what Doctor has said, so that we can see how this works.
So do we have any questions? If we don't have any question, I'll just move on.
It's like no one asks any questions. Continue.
Okay. So that said, we would move. So here again, we have a data set that is more detailed. So it tells you in detail what things needs to be addressed. So for example, now we have details about our top debtors here. Can easily see the data, the information here. I'm now standing, but I'll just move to the live inventory agent. So the inventory agent checks what we have in stock. So like I mentioned, as a business owner who is into selling building materials, at what point do we want customers to come in and tell them we don't have what they need? So to do this, we need a system that ensures this does not happen. And it goes beyond tracking what's left in the warehouse. So um, in the warehouse, you can say we have four things left. But what does that mean? To make a decision, if you have four things left, and then it takes you 60 days to import it from, say, South America, does that make any sense? No. You should have ordered several months ago because it takes 2 months for it to get to Nigeria. So just tracking what you have left in the warehouse is not sufficient. But the agent is able to handle this and ensure that whatever you need, you know, and you know where to order based on using relevant information. So I'm going to run the inventory agent. So we can build other agents. I'll walk us through that later. Okay. Okay, let me show us the live case. So in this live case, so we can run the agent here. As well, we can use the agent to make a decision. So the inventory agent is what we will use here in the inventory case. So in a case, we are trying to track what we have left, and then if we need to do anything about inventory. Okay, so it's a multi-step process. We start with the risk analysis. Basically, risk analysis involves you importing data about inventory, what you have, suppliers who can provide them, and at what price, how long it takes them to deliver the item. So it's this simple. It's just you run next. It's that fast. Okay, so having clicked on run next, we've imported the data. So these are the products we have. So Portland cement, 50 kg, and then a reinforcement bar. So we're able to import the cost price, sell price, lead time, safety stock days, MOQ. Basically, the information provided by the business, the agent imports. So with this information, we want to know what options do we have. Yeah, we'll move to the next to do the risk analysis. And then what supplier options we have. So earlier on, I asked us a question. This is what the agent has processed. All you need to do is just click next. And if you have more data sets, it still would handle. If you have 500 products or even more, it will handle all. Because the data are stored in a way that allows you to process it very fast. So it's showing us that we have 3 vendors for cement, 50 kg. Value Build Traders, Build Source Nigeria, Metro Steel and Hardware. So, well, as you can see, each of these suppliers sell this item at different prices. The first one sells cement for 8,800, the other 9,300, the last one 9,400. But one important thing is that it takes them different number of days to deliver the item. So something is important for us. We are running a business. We want to make profits, but also we want to have stock. So we need to consider, in this case, the lead time and then the price. So this is the information the agent use to make decision. So let's look closely at the example of cement, 550 kg. So the first company supplier sells it at 8,008, but the lead time is 14 days. So it means that by the time these people deliver this item, we wouldn't have been able to fulfill 280 orders. That is, several customers will have ordered 280 bags of 50 kg cement, and we won't be able to fulfill. This is really bad because it tells our customers that we are not serious, even though they sell at low price. So this is not a good option if you like to have items you sell in stock. But they will have another option. At 9,003, the lead day is 5 days. Build Source sells it at 93. The lead time is 5 days. By the time they deliver this item, we would have 35, 50 kg of cement left in stock, which looks okay. Um, so Metro still sells it for 9,400, just about 100 naira higher, but the lead time is 2 days. If we buy from these people, we'll still have 140 bags of cement by the time they deliver the cement. So based on this information, we'll see what the agent um, suggests us to do. So the system does risk analysis for you. In this case, we are focusing on inventory analysis. This agent was built specifically to handle inventory risk. Um, Another use case would be to build a security risk agent. Say you sell you sell items where a lot of you are at risk of theft. You know, this is not unusual in developing countries. You can build an agent that in real time analyzes images, videos recorded in real time, and then the agent tells you if someone picks something and does not pay, or if one of okay, a simple example will be you have staffs that shouldn't do certain things. It is known that these things are not allowed, and then they do it. You can use this system. You can build a security risk agent that flags an unwanted action by your employees. Once the agent sees the information, it informs you. It's as good as the agent analyzes the data and then it tells you on WhatsApp.
Sorry, doctor. We need to share another link now. We have 2 minutes left. We will have used the link from our business email, but because a lot of people are not used to Zoho, so that's why we use Google Meet, and that means we need to time out every 1 hour. So I'm just saying that so that in less than a minute now, we can join in with that same link and we can continue the session. I hope it's been so. And then I think I can just wrap up so that doctor can just take it from the next link now. So I'm just saying, doctor just told us now that this is particularly built around inventory. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And please take note, irrespective of your business. I can see Mr. Femi here is into solar business. All we need to do is load this agent with your data, with different data from your business, and it gives not just intelligence about that your data, but insight into how best you can even make use of that data. So just to say that, don't think because we are talking about cement and all that, it doesn't apply to you. So this is a demo session, and then again, when doctor comes out now, he will show us how you can, walk us through how your data comes in, how it starts feeding in, and then we have another level of session again to talk about more. So please let's join in with the new link. I'm going to end this session and it's just in less than 1 minute. So
Yes, so it was just one time setup, but you would let you know how that was going to work. Michael will provide additional details of how to set it up, but it requires one time setup. And then users, employees will be trained on how to use the platform. The second question is also very important. So, does it require an API? It does, but it is very cheap. So, it shouldn't be any concern.
okay, so just to provide context to the first one, like you said, 1 minute, please. I just wanted to look at the first question, which is this a one-time setup for users? Yes, so it's a one-time setup, and when doctor is done, we'll talk about that as well. We'll talk more on that when he's done. So we'll talk more on that. Setting it up, because after this session, we are supposed to also have another follow-up session that now walks you through even more in detail. But we'll talk about that after this session. Thank you so much for your question. Okay, he has answered the API. Yeah. Okay, you're good.
So So this is where we were before the first call ended. So I'm just going to walk you through the final recommendation of the agent. So what we need to do is just run the next step. So basically, for those that are joining us, this platform allows any business owner to track what's going on in the business. We have the overview tab that tells you the key information, and then here on the dashboard, you have a more detailed dashboard that tells you basically what the owner needs to act on. If you've ever run a business, one important thing that runs through your mind every day is what's the most important thing you need to do. As a business owner, there are certain things that you only can do, but you only can do well. So this dashboard answers such questions. What thing do you need to act on right away that would help other employees do their job well? So this platform handles that. And then for this demo, we assume the business in question is a building material seller. So the business sells building material to um, people. So in this particular case, having an inventory agent is critical. Before the last call ended, we were walking through how the inventory agent can help the business owner make a good decision built on correct data. That's basically it. So I think someone else has a question. So you have a tab where you can directly ask the agent question. So let's say you, like I said earlier, come in on a Sunday afternoon as a business owner, and then your staff are not at work. You want questions that require you to look through records. Say, who owes you money, or what items do we need to buy, or what items have you ordered but have not been delivered. You can easily ask the agent that it would provide you answer as fast as possible. So this is the benefit. So let's say you build an agent that addresses theft risk. You can ask any fishy action in the last 1 hour. Based on the information it has, it will tell you. So that's the benefit of this system. Once you set up it, it works, and it is reliable. And okay, so earlier on, we asked a question that is unrelated to the business in question. So this business is involved in selling building materials. So we asked, do we have recharge card in stock? Obviously, business that sells building material shouldn't be involved in selling recharge card, even though recharge card can be a good thing to sell. So the responses the agent gives are derived from the data sets provided by the business. So it uses only the data you have. It doesn't make up stuff to make you feel happy. So if the question you ask is not related to the business, it tells you. We can ask one or two questions from the audience. Just give it a try, and then we can move to other questions they have, and then Michael can handle the rest. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. Joy has her hand raised up. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Joy,
okay,
you can go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Joy, you can go ahead. You are muted if you are speaking. Okay, while we wait for Joy, I think Doctor deserves a round of applause. Can we just show it a reaction and just appreciate him for this kind of session? I think he deserves to be appreciated. That was a very, very great session. That was a great session. I don't know, maybe Joy. Joy, you can type if you having difficulties with muting. Okay, so before we round everything up, I just want to reiterate again for those just joining us, what this session is all about is how build helping SMEs, build an agentic AI or build an AI agent that can help them solve majorly three issues: inventory, procurement, and cash flow. And so far, in the last 30 to 40 minutes, um, Dr. Falete has walked us through how this can be done and how this solution that we have built can achieve that. All right. And I'm just going to, so this, what you're seeing on your screen currently is the application. And this application currently sits on his local system, meaning it's only accessible from his own system, right? And from what you are seeing, you can see you have um, the dashboard, which is the operate side. You have the work side, and then you have the data. So the operate side, that's where you see the dashboard. You see everything your business is doing. If you are an SME owner, if you are a business owner, real time from that dashboard. Doctor, okay, can you still share that dashboard, that side, please? Is it still possible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you.
Sorry.
So I just want, so that for those that just joined us. So what you are seeing on your screen is a dashboard. You are not on that tab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you are sharing already, but not on that tab.
Is it showing?
Yeah, it's showing now. Yeah, but you are not on the tab. I think you need
Okay.
to go to the next tab. I
Wait.
mean tab.
Yeah, she showed my screen. Oh, okay, okay. So just give me a minute.
Aha, makes sense. So thank you so much. So we have the operate side, then we have the work side where you have to make the decisions. This is where this is different from um your regular agents. I told you about a friend that built an agent and sold it for a company for millions of naira of recently. But all that agent could do is just load in data and then ask that agent question anytime you need it, and that is all. And he was paid well. But this is unique. This product, this solution is unique in the sense that aside from asking just questions based on your data again alone, it also gives you more insight as to, say for example, connecting the dots. When should we, he showed us two things about, played out two scenarios about how long does it take you to make a decision of how who is owing you, who is owing your business. It will take a lot. You have to look at this file, look at this file, look at this file, but just with your question you can get that done. It can also tell you intelligence about, okay, your supplier, who should be supplying you what, and from what supplier should you be buying from. So all this high level intelligence comes again with this. That's what that work side is all about. And then you also see your product and all that, volume, revenue. And then the last part on this product is on the data side. So it is a do it is there are two ways. It's either you allow us and do it for you, where you we help us build it end to end, right? And then hand it over to you to manage, or even we also help you manage that. That's the first side. So meaning you are doing it yourself, we are teaching you how to do it yourself, and then you manage everything end to end. And the other part is, okay, you are hiring us to consult for you and then manage everything for you. We are the one that will build it for you, customize it to your business, and then hand it over to you. So two ways. It's either you do it yourself, you do all the setup, everything yourself, and we are going to teach you that end to end. Or we handle that for you, and you know, and then we talk about that more. So the data side, this is where you now pull in your data. Remember, Dr. So talked about something the other time, that this is garbage in, garbage out. And that is how your popular ChatGPT works. Today, per second, data is being, you know, provided to all these large language models. You see the ChatGPT, the Gemini, the Claude, and all that. The same way it works here. You have to provide, because this is specifically for your business to manage your procurement and everything. You have to provide the correct data, and you've been told that it can accept CSV, it can accept PDF, and all that. Just put it in there. All your receipt, put it there. All the receipt from your supplier, put it there. all your records every day, put everything there. And then from there, without anything, you can start there and start making decisions. Who is my best? Who are my top five customers? Where is the best? Which location is my sales coming from? Which area do you think, based on my data, should I expand to? What are the kind of customers I should be attracting? Do I have potential customers I can talk to in this my area? I could remember when I did survey last year for Eagles Consulting, and a business said, and one of the main point of most of these businesses was, how do I get, I particularly a school now, the woman said, how do I identify students in my area? Do you see that intelligence? That's a very critical question. So with this, if you have provided your data of your environment and everything, this can help you answer such questions. Okay, I think these are, based on this area, these are your potential customers and all that. So this is how the system works. This is sitting on the system now, but if you are ready, and that is open for those that are ready for the next session, which is going to happen maybe sometimes next week or the upper week. The reason why we are doing this is we don't just want to, this alone, like I told you, this was what a friend of mine last week, I'm being plain now, this was what last week a friend of mine collected 5 million, not even up to this. What we've just drawn you through now, not up to this, is what a friend collected 5 million for. So we want to be very sure that talking to the right set of people that are very serious to move it to the next level. And that is why that session of, either you want to do it yourself, we will walk you through how the code works. You don't need to stress yourself. The code base is already available. We'll hand you over to hand the code base to you, and then we hand over this application as well to you, this front end, and you start running it. You can assign that to anybody on your team, and you start running it on a daily, and you are making decisions. And trust me, this is something that can take your business, 10x the revenue of your business. All right. I know we're already also very smart, and we know the efficacy and the efficiency of this particular system. That is the first side. And a second side is, if you want us to handle that for us, if you want us to handle that for you as well, we can also do that. So I'm going to drop an email now in the chat box, while we please answer more questions. Ask more questions rather in the comment. Just drop your questions. We attend to that once I'm done now. So I'm going to drop an email now in the comment section. You want to reach out, just send an email that, yes, I am interested, I want to go for that, I want you to now do detailing. We've walked you through a bit. Okay, this is where you load data, this is it, this are that. But now we'll now show you, hand over the code base to you, show you how you connect the dots, even host it like Mr. Femi asked the other time, that can I host it? You can host it for you, maybe on cloud, so that anybody on your team can access it, not just only on your computer. Connect the API and the other stuff. So that is that about that. So I'm going to share that email in the comment section. I hope this has been helpful. Please ask your questions. I was expecting a lot of questions from this session. How does this data, a lot of questions around how the data you are loading, now is it able to bring provide those answers to you? How is this connected? I was expecting a lot of questions. I don't know if people still have a lot of questions. Please just feel free. This is where the world is moving into, and you need to be very, very conversant of what is happening. So ask questions. You can even start building. When you do it yourself, you can even build for others, build for your friends, introduce to us and others. So please ask questions. But at this point, that is where I'm going to be resting the case. So for those that are going to be interested for the next level, please drop. I'm going to drop the email, or if you want us to reach out to you as well, you can drop your email. We'll reach out to you. Again, I'll also drop an email you can reach out to. So let's get to answer some questions now. I don't know, Joy, are you back now? Okay, I think there's a question in the comment section. Okay, Celestine is asking, does the platform have a vendor evaluation ability to work with, especially dealing with procurement?
Hello, good morning all.
Okay, Joy, you are back. Okay, Joy, go ahead before we go to.
Yeah. Please, where I've been has been kind of really noisy, and I'm sorry, I didn't really get all, but I heard when you were talking about it. The only thing I wanted to ask is this for any business, any type of business at all?
That's a very very good question. This is for every businesses. What we've just shown you is for businesses along the side of inventory, procurement and all that. For every other businesses, be it supermarket, schools, name it, hotels,
Okay.
fuel stations. Like we have here, we have one of our CEOs here, Femi, who works with in the solar space, right? Solar business, it works for all the businesses. All we need to do is, when we teach you, you can as well just implement for your system, bring in your data and all that. And if you want us to handle that for you, we also handle that for you, where we now customize this solution for your business. So it works for every business you can think of. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay, go ahead.
you said it's the next section before we'll go into it fully.
So, okay, I said after this call, I'm going to share a mail you can reach out to, or you can also drop your email and we'll reach out to you. That session is going to be exclusive in the sense that we want to ensure that we are talking to the right people. And of course, it's not going to be free. It's going to come at a particular charge because it's either we teach you end to end how you build it yourself, right? Or we handle it for you. So if you want to go the approach of I want to do it myself, in that session you will see everything end to end. You'll be able to handle it every end to end. You are going to be able to manage the code base and build it end to end for yourself. Or in that session as well, you want us to do it for you, register for that, and then of course in that session as well, and then we'll do it for you. So that session is another session entirely from today. Today we've been able to
Okay.
cover, show you the app, how it works. We've been able to ask a lot of questions. We've been able to show you what makes it different from usual um your usual Q&A engine. This one gives
Okay.
high level insight, and then we have also shown you how you can load in data. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Doctor has answered Celestine's question. Yes, you can directly ask the AI agent to do vendor. Okay. Celestine, does that answer your question? Yeah. Okay, I want to believe it answers your question. So I'm going to drop that email now. Info. So if you have any other question, please you can ask. And if you want us to reach out to you as well, you can please drop your email. So I've just dropped that email now. You can reach out and we'll get in touch. So any other question before we call it a wrap? Thank you so much everyone for joining the call. Okay. Is the platform embedded with analytics for vendor performance analysis, measure vendor delivery? Does it also have a workflow automation? Prof, you want to answer that, but I know analytics, you've been able to see the dashboard. There is a dashboard that you see that manages all the vendor performance. You see the dashboard. Maybe you can share that as well and just provide more context. Yeah.
Very good questions, Celestine. So, as regards to your questions, there is always the opportunity to upgrade. So certain businesses require certain metrics. So for example, maybe you want the dashboard to show more of vendor performance analysis. If that's a critical data point you need to see every day, and you want to add it to the dashboard. So as regards automation, So the workflow is automated. So each day you can run daily analysis. So when so if you are approved to do such an analysis, when you open each day, you run a daily analysis. We also could add option for weekly, monthly analysis, yearly analysis. So the agent does this automatically. So when you run daily analysis, it does all this and then updates this dashboard. So the app automates as much as possible. However, it needs human control to do certain tasks. For example, to place an order. So we don't want an agent to order certain things just because it feels it will might run out of stock. Rather, we want it to show such information to the business owner, and then the business owner does the final approval. So we don't want agents running the whole business in the name of automation. Rather, we want human to still take responsibility for major actions. So the um, platform is to enable fast, consistent, accurate decision making, not to override human decision making. It shouldn't override what the business operator should do.
Celestine, does that answer your question? I think does justice to your question. So basically, you know, you have it. The agent has given you insight into you have stocks and all that. Yeah, it has given you okay. This is what you should do. Now you know your business. You can say okay, let's do this one first, and we'll do this other one later. Let's take this decision first, and then maybe I want to check again on this decision. So that's the human part of that decision. Okay, your hand is raised. Or is that an error? We cannot hear you if you are speaking. Okay,
Okay, please. Can
if
you
the
hear me
answer is
now?
okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, so thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Damala, for the session. It's been quite insightful and very engaging as well. I really enjoyed the session. Yeah, so thank you very much for also the for your answers to the question. So one last question that I want to ask. So I want to coming from the procurement perspective now. Um, so okay, yes, I know that part of procurement job is to um, do some vendor selections, vendor evaluation for performance and all that, which we have also answered. So okay, so I just want to ask, as regards to vendor selection, does the platform have but probably like a workflow that I don't know, maybe it's based on the previous vendor that you have worked with, or probably there's a new item that you want to get or something, and it requires some vendors. So can it, based on workflow automation, can it do vendor selection? Probably go to public site and analyze and okay, and just recommend okay, this vendor you can work with this vendor. I'm just asking. That's my question. It's regarding vendor selection. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that's a very good question. So basically, anything you want the agent to do, you can ask it to do. As of now, the agent can't search online because we do not allow it to do that. We don't want agents going online to get price. Rather, we supply data the agent uses currently to make decision. As a business, we import all data needed for decision making. As of now, we don't allow the agent to search online, even though it can do that. So if the business, due to their uniqueness or how they operate their business, require an agent to search online to do research and import the data, it can be done.
I hope you are
Yeah.
clear. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much,
Yeah. All right.
everyone. If there is no other question, Please reach out through that mail, or you can also drop your mail. And trust me, you are, especially if you own a business, you are going to love this next session, because now the thing is being able to handle these things even for posterity is a very major win. Okay, you have something to share? Okay,
Yeah, so the other
go ahead.
part of the app that we haven't touched. So the
Okay,
app also tells you the health of the system. If we have database issues, OCR problem, basically information about the health of the system, it also tells you. So this is what you have. So here can see that the app is running properly. So everything is well connected. If there are any issues, it tells you. Yeah. So basically, you have two options to either continue doing things manually, um, relying on your judgment, relying on your staff to be always available to answer you, or you create a system that ensures consistent, reliable decision making. The system can work whenever you want it to work. On a Sunday evening in your house, if you're connected, it would provide the same answer. If you set up a security agent, when humans are tired, the agents would consistently do the right thing. So this is the benefit of having a supervised workflow that is automated. It does what you need to do the way you need to do it every time. So yeah, so that's basically it. So Michael has touched this part, the two options that are available.
yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah,
So that's it.
yeah, exactly.
So
So
thank you.
yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you everyone that has joined. So feel free to reach out. You can drop a mail as well, so we can reach out to you. Thank you so much for. I want to believe. Please, can you react so that we are sure we have gotten value from this session? Can you just drop an emoji or something if it's been a very great session so far? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
See you on the next one. We hope we have all these numbers in the next session. All right. Bye.